the old school, get out your Zubaz pants, 1990s playoff rematch, the 92, 93, and 94 NFC Championship game, this time in the divisional round. Cowboys at the 49ers. 49ers are only 4-point favorites. That kind of surprises me. Over under of 46. Chris, let's start with that Cowboys offense that looks so good on Monday night against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In my mind, I don't know that they can sustain it because they typically don't. Do you think they can perform against the 49ers defense the way they did against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense?
I do. I don't know if it'll be quite that easy. I don't want to say, oh, yeah, they can. But I do think they can pose about as many problems for the 49ers defense as any offense they've faced all year, maybe other than the Kansas City Chiefs. I think, one, Dallas is a threat and has the ability to run the ball on anybody. I don't look at any team in football that just go, oh, well, Dallas won't be able to run on them. One thing I'll say again, too. They gave the ball to Ezekiel Elliott too many times last week. There's too many runs where I looked at when if Tony Pollard was in there, that would have been a 20-yard gain. Instead, they got 3. So they're still doing that too much. That bothers me. But I think between the combination of that run game, the 49ers are not overly complex like we've talked about. They kind of just go – they got a few little wrinkles to what they do, but you can figure them out as far as what they're going to do schematically. It's their players are awesome, and they keep it somewhat simple to allow them to play fast, and they know what they're really good at, and they also know where they're susceptible to being beat. But I think with that run game, Dak Prescott's ability to push the ball down the field, and they know how to attack, I think, quarters coverage like we saw the Dolphins and the Chiefs do against that 49ers defense, to where I don't think this is one where the 49ers are going to be able to sit back at least and look at it and go, oh, we can hold them to 17, and Brock Purdy, if you just, play smart and play within the offense, will win the game. I think that Dallas might be able to put enough pressure on this 49ers defense to where it puts pressure on Brock Purdy and company to answer the bell as well. So it's not a huge advantage for that 49ers defense in this matchup because of Dallas and their talent really at all positions on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, hey, I still have a hard time seeing anyone beat the 49ers as long as they are healthy. Now, that doesn't mean, and I'm reluctant to say this because I don't want to be the guy who jinxes someone, but they got to get through the whole game. Christian McCaffrey could get injured. Deebo Samuel could get injured. That would dramatically change what I think about the offense. Nick Bosa goes down. That changes what I think about the defense. Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner, they lose one of their key players, then it gets a little dicey. But assuming they keep their guys healthy, Chris, I just don't see the Cowboys winning this or keeping it close. And I just think it's too much to expect. And I know it's been downplayed all week long by Kyle Shanahan, by Mike McCarthy, by Jerry Jones. The 2 extra days for Kyle Shanahan to prepare for this are significant. The fact that Dan Quinn is interviewing for the Broncos job while he otherwise should be getting ready to deal with Kyle Shanahan's offense is significant. That all adds up to a huge advantage for the 49ers. They haven't had to travel either game of the postseason. Cowboys had to go from Tampa home to Santa Clara. I'm going to go ahead and give you my score. I'm not picking a blowout. 24-17 is what I'm going to go with because that's all it takes to cover the spread, but I think it could be worse than that.
Yeah, listen, it's scary. The 49ers are scary good on both sides of the ball. But this is one team that's not going to be intimidated by the freak shows of the 49ers because they're going to go, wait, we got some freak shows here too. And I will say, I'm just as Dallas's defense versus the 49ers offense, there's things that concern me because we've talked about it. Dallas is small up front. And sometimes when they play these really good, overpowering run teams, they got to put too many eggs into stopping that basket. But I do think Dallas has the guys on the outside that can cover these guys man-to-man. I do. And I think Dallas is one of these teams, and again, I'm not expecting this because I'm going to pick the 49ers to win the football game too, Mike. But I do think Dallas is maybe the first team that Brock Purdy has played that I go, they might be able to fluster him a little bit, do some crazy things to go like, oh, crap, whoa, all right. Wait, I didn't know that blitz, and they got playmakers that I think can, put them behind the chains a little bit and maybe put Brock Purdy and Shanahan in some tough situations. I'm going to go with this one being really close. I think there's going to be a few more points scored in this one than people think. I'm going to go 49ers 30-27 close football game that I think really comes down to a late drive in the fourth quarter for the 49ers to win it.
Well, that will be a great game if it happens, and we're rooting for great games across the board. So I've got 24-17. We disagree on a lot of the niceties here. It's going to make it fun to watch it all play out starting on Saturday when we're at Arrowhead Stadium, where you are now for Jaguars at Chiefs.
Thanks for watching, homies. Hit subscribe to see all my unbuttoned videos. You get to see me, Ahmed Fareed, all the big player breakdowns, game breakdowns, player interviews, and my film analysis. So please subscribe. Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Peace out.